The family of one of Epstein's most well-known victims is outraged about what Donald Trump has said about her and how the Trump administration has dealt with Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell, who they call a predator and, quote, a monster who deserves to rot in prison for the rest of her life. Virginia Giuffre was the young girl in this photo with Prince Andrew, who she later sued for sexual assault, an allegation he denied, settling the case without admitting wrongdoing. Overnight, the family of Giuffre, who died by suicide in April, said in a statement, quote, if our sister could speak today, she would be most angered by the fact that the government is listening to a known perjurer, a woman who repeatedly lied under oath and will continue to do so as long as it benefits her position. They are especially upset that Trump's Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche met with Ghislaine Maxwell last week, noting that she was indicted for perjury. Virginia Giuffre was among the first to go public with allegations against Epstein, accusing him of forcing her to have sex with him and other powerful men. Giuffre said Epstein's convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, recruited her from Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort when she was just 16 and also abused her.
I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago and entrapped in a world that I didn't understand.
Maxwell has denied the allegations and claimed in a 2016 deposition that Giuffre had, quote, lied repeatedly. Just this week, the president told reporters he had a falling out with Jeffrey Epstein because he, quote, took people who worked for him at Mar-a-Lago, saying one of them was Giuffre.
I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people, yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know, none whatsoever.
Now Giuffre's family wants to know if the president was aware of Epstein's and Maxwell's abuse of young girls. It makes us ask if he was aware of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's criminal actions. The family pointed to comments Trump made about Epstein to New York Magazine in 2002, 2 years after Giuffre said she was approached at Mar-a-Lago, when he praised Epstein and said, quote, it is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. Maxwell is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence and is pushing for clemency. President Trump hasn't ruled out granting Maxwell clemency or even a pardon, but Giuffre's family said, quote, she must remain in prison. Anything less would go down in history as being one of the highest travesties of justice. Virginia Giuffre's family said that her nightmares about being trafficked never left her and that even 20 years later, quote, she would wake up screaming about what had happened.